Yo, party people in the place to be. Welcome to Knicks Freestyle. I'm your man, Uncle Freezy. Welcome to Knicks Freestyle. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what Knicks Freestyle is. This ain't for your soft Knicks fans. This ain't for y'all that's mad mellow, you know what I'm saying, and want to go along with everything. This right here is the freestyle version of the Knicks universe. We are joined by the co-host, the Ghetto Intellect, and the song of the show.
Yo, what up? Yo, what up? Oh, yeah.
Good.
Let's do it. Let's get live. Let's get live.
Yeah, I know today, Kevin Knox's birthday. Kevin Knox's birthday today. Happy birthday to
Kevin Knox. Happy birthday to Kevin Knox.
Yeah, man.
Happy birthday, Kev. I hope this the big one.
Yeah, Kevin Knox. Yeah. You better be in the gym somewhere blowing out your candles. Somewhere.
Because it's a lot to be grateful for, but like I don't know if you got a lot to celebrate.
Bam. And shout out to the chat. Just gonna shout out the chat real quick. Cully, Blorange Tears family in the building. Cully is in the building. What's good? Pudge Nice is in the building. Miss Geraldine is here. Sherwin M is in the building. Pierre Moise, our Atmosphere Audio is in the building. That dude, Andrew College, is in the building. Coach Zach, we see you. G-Man is in the building. Anthony 212, let's get it. We see y'all in the building. Y'all ready to start chopping up some stuff? Oh, my main man City for real is in the building. Yeah. What's good? Chef NYK, what's good? Hector, we see you. Lawrence Tears family, RC Creative in the building. South Brooklyn, Jarrell Williams. What's good?
Bam.
Yo, so tonight, I know y'all want to touch on a few topics. I just want to get Free Keith stirred up real quick. You know how I like to do. You know I like to poke the bear, right? G.I.
Why we gotta get started right like that though? Like
why I gotta go straight for the jugular?
Why because I like for the jugular.
I like jugulars.
By the way, guys, I want to be the transparent one. We just had a conversation backstage. We did not agree to this, so this is totally unscripted. This is absolute freestyle,
bro. All I'm saying
atrocious.
is, G.I. Did you see those 6'9" rookies balling in summer league? Did you see those 6'9" wings balling in summer league? I'm just saying.
Something about being 6'9" and fluid on the basketball court since LeBron James came into the league. And I'm not, please, Knicks fans, I'm no big LeBron James fan. I'm just talking about what winning basketball looked. When Kevin Durant came onto the court. Look at Chris Middleton. Do not think Milwaukee wins that championship without Chris Middleton. So don't kill me for wanting the 6'9" guy. That's all. But I don't know why Freezy left on that point because me and you agree on that for Free Keith.
Like I don't. That was not even though. Here he is.
I had to change the lighting in here. It was mad dark in here.
Oh, all right.
I had to change the lighting.
Oh, word. That's what you had to do.
I had to make sure people knew it was.
That wasn't the grenade.
Project Nerd. Thanks, guy. Girl, I don't know.
No, but that's Hector. That's Hector Bochan. Yeah, that's Hector.
Oh, that's Heck? All right.
Yeah. MIG, Meg is in the building. So honestly, backstage, we were talking, while y'all were getting comfortable in the chat, getting ready for everything, right? I basically said that Leon Rose's handling of the draft, I alluded to it, was terrible. And so Free Keith bashed my head in about does the team not look great? And he's right. And Free Keith is right. The team right now looks great. Looks like it'll be better than last year's team. I agree with him there. But since you buying a Lamborghini, why not get the upgraded Lamborghini? You know what I'm saying? Why get the base model is what I'm getting at. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
Depreciation. That's why.
Okay.
Depreciation.
Okay.
Go get you a fresh one that's like not the latest model, the next to latest model. You get better value on it.
Yeah. I feel you. I wouldn't know, bro. I'm trying to get the most out of this Honda I got. I'm trying to get the most.
Listen, let me break protocol. Let me get into this thing. I got bars. I'm ready to spit.
Bam.
Uh-oh.
I lost myself for a second getting into this conversation on what is IQ. Let's get back to what is IQ. And if you're a real Knicks fan, and while as long as you're Nick, let's say this, okay? IQ is a ball player. IQ is not scared of anything. Yes, he has his limitations. We see them. They're easy to point out. But when he gets to scoring that basketball, IQ is going to demand you to pay attention to him. When he's on the floor hitting and you got to pay attention to him, you cannot double team Julius Randle. You cannot double team RJ. It opens up the floor. So as long as Tibbs knows he can trust that kid to go out there, stand where he's supposed to stand, and shoot that ball because he's a scorer. And let me tell you, there's one asset. You guys turned this into the Steph Curry NBA. This is not my NBA, but I accept it as the Steph Curry NBA. Y'all love the three ball. You're infatuated with it. Never in my day did we pay attention to what percentage somebody shot the three ball. We were like, what is he out there shooting for? If we saw a 7-footer shooting the three ball, we said to them, you better go sit your tail down. Who told you to shoot threes? Don't be shooting no threes. So y'all changed the game. IQ is part of that change. Is he Steph Curry? No. Will he turn into Steph Curry? Who knows? But he's not going to stop trying. IQ is a ball player. Stop talking about his position.
Free Keith, you want a piece of that?
I mean, it's like y'all like, bravo.
Bam.
I honestly feel like, Cats is focusing on RJ, rightly so, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like IQ is actually going to be the factor, is what I think. And that factor is not so much about like scoring the ball at a tremendous amount. It's about like he's going to have to be respected from range. And that impact is all we need from him. We need you to hit. Cats are going to trust that he can hit well enough that they might have to put two guys on him. And that's really what we need. That's more than anything what we need. Because two guys on him means one guy ain't on Randle or one guy ain't on RJ. If that action opens up the floor for RJ and Randle, feasting time.
Right.
Because I'm just here for the W. I don't care who gets it.
Right. Y'all know how I feel about IQ. You know what I'm saying? Aside from RJ, bruh, I will fight y'all all night about IQ. About you quickly. Y'all know
RJ and IQ are untouchable.
Personally, I mean, I don't think untouchable to a degree. I just feel like everybody has their price, but like I feel like the price I'd be willing to give up RJ or IQ for that deal ain't out there.
Yeah,
so
it's
I'm
Devin
comfortable.
Yeah, they can't be more than 24 years old.
Well,
I'm comfortable seeing them off into the future.
I think Emmanuel Quickley is a mega star in the making.
All he does is play basketball and go to church, yo. Yo, your man's is focused, God. Like I lost
my mind for a sec.
You have to bet on somebody like that. You have to.
Yo,
he's what, 20, 22 years old, 21 years old, 20, 21 years old? How old is he? And that's all he does is go to church and play basketball?
Yeah, he might play in the church league.
In 4 years, him and Jericho Sim pick and roll. And And the problem is, and let me crack another.
Wait, we ain't even get to Jericho yet. Hold on.
Don't even go there.
Let's finish this.
Don't even go there.
Wait. Oh, how did you skip Obi? You just
No, I was
That's what
going
I'm
to
saying.
Obi.
This is what I said. We ain't get to Jericho yet. Relax.
No.
Because he deserves his own. The Jericho need his own. Yo, that's a star right there.
No, I was going to stop on Jericho. I was going to stop on Jericho and go right to. I still have a problem with drafting Obi, even if he projects super high, because you just invested $117 million in his position.
What
and
did I say?
Go ahead.
My fault. You know what? I'm sorry.
No,
that was rude of me. No.
That's all I have to say.
Like I said last season, and I was shot down for it. Oh, he can't do it. Oh, he's going. Look at how he's being used. They're using him as a 3. He's going to be a 3, and that's what it is. And that's what cats need to kind of like refocus their minds. Like he's not behind Randle at the 4. He's actually a 4-3, and they're emphasizing the 3, and he's going to play the 3.
Keith, that best 3 better be in the zone. And even in the zone,
he's doing it right here in the summer league. He's playing the 3 right now in the summer league.
On defense? I thought he was playing. We're gonna see tonight.
Wait, they playing tonight? No, aren't we playing tonight?
10 o'clock
at 10. Damn.
Yeah.
You're gonna see. He's gonna play. He's gonna play more if he plays, but he's gonna play more minutes at the 3. Can't guard the 3. All right. Again, it's gonna be another prediction I make. It's y'all not gonna listen to. It's gonna come to fruition. Obi is going to play the 3. He is being groomed to play the 3. He is not a wasted 4 pick. He is a 3. They are going to use him at the 3.
Yeah.
For whether I like it or not, you like it or not, like just look at the writing on the wall.
Yeah, but Obi moves like Lurch. I've never seen Lurch play 3.
Man. They also use your man RJ at the 3. So I'm saying.
Oh, RJ's gonna play a lot of 3 this year. A lot.
I actually think that's the position he ends up at. Especially if his jumper stay wet. If his outside jumper stays wet, he's gonna end up being the 3. Like that's because he's gonna get bigger, and he's gonna be a very kind of imposing 3.
Yeah, I feel you. My thing with Quickley though is I know I'm the only one on Quickley Island, right? But I'm telling you
on Quickley Island.
Hear me out on it. I think Quickley is gonna be a star, bruh. Star, STAH, star. STAH. That's that New Jersey public school spelling. Star. You hear me? And listen, and not off of his elite defense and elite playmaking, but scoring, right? And today's NBA players, they become stars of offense. You ain't never seen a defensive clip of Bradley Beal doing nothing. You ain't seen Bradley Beal blocking nobody's shot or taking no charge or making the right rotation. But what he can do is fill up the basket, right? Damian Lillard, you ain't seen Damian Lillard locking nobody down defensively ever. You ain't never even seen Damian Lillard on a good defensive play, period. But what he can do is fill up that basket, right? The thing with Quickley, you ain't never seen Emmanuel Quickley locking nobody down or taking no charge or making perfect defensive rotations. But what he can do is fill up that basket, right? And truth be told, quiet as kept, you have 2 point guards that are in their early 30s, right? 2 point guards in their early, and both of them are injury prone. Now, I hope and pray that Kemba stay healthy. I want all-star cardiac Kemba. But if the opposite happens, you got to have a plan B. And that's why they working my man at point guard in the summer league. You know what I'm saying? Not because the point guard is going to be the floor general, but because it's where you attack the defense from the point, right? Yeah, I mean, people, you attack the defense from different places, either the point, the wing, or the center. You know what I'm saying? That's where you attack defenses from. Those are Army terms, right? Those ain't just new basketball terms that we made up, you know what I'm saying, in this new age of buzzwords and all of that. These are old school terms, bro. This is old school. Quickley is going to be a star. Trust me. Because I said the same.
He's going to get a lot of minutes.
I would say the same.
He's going to get a lot of minutes, Freeze. He's going to get a lot of minutes. Because, you know, I finally did some research on Kemba's knees. I never really cared. But I sat down and I said, okay, let's go in and find what's up with Kemba's knees. And guys, it's arthritis, period. It's arthritis. That's why they're pumping cells in there, gel in there. They're trying to get the bone off the bone. And it's not the official tissue. That's why, come on, I'm with some OGs right now. That's why we called it the official tissue, because it was right. You know what I mean? Right. And he don't have his official tissue. So he's not going to play him any back-to-backs. They're going to have to manage his minutes because you want to get the most out of the asset long term. You know Kemba is more important to you in the postseason than he's going to be in the regular season. So Quickley better be the star that we want him to be, and that we trust he can be.
Bro, I think y'all got him. I think y'all got him keyed into the wrong spot, though. That's just me.
So I have him playing off ball with Randle. That's the only way I have him. I don't have him with the ball in his hand too much. I don't want to even put that pressure on him. Just like I don't want to put
like him. I don't like him actually with the ball in his hands for some reason. He is a bit too tunnel vision-y right now. I feel like that'll change with time, like years or something like that. But like he's not a point guard right now that I'd want at the point. He's a shooting guard I like. As a shooting guard, I love him. I love him as a shooting guard, and I think he should be a shooting guard. I do not like him as much as at the point guard. It's kind of like he holds the rock. Like it's no fun playing with him.
I would actually seriously consider starting. If one of the two is hurt, I actually would consider, if Kemba was hurt or Rose was hurt, I actually would consider starting Quickley because you would get the most out of him because Randle would immediately be my ball handler. Now, the problem, guys, haters, they don't want to hear me talking about I'm demanding that Randle have the ball in his hand. And then I'm using Fournier, RJ, and Quickley off of Randle with Mitch or somebody rim running. You know, that's a dangerous offense, guys. And then when I'm taking Randle out, I'm taking Quickley out, I'm bringing my backup point guard who really is a true point, and then I'm letting them do their thing and generate the way. And then Obi could get more time with Rose. We knew that was the problem. Yo, bro, it's ways to work this thing to make it work. You just worry about defensively.
I agree.
I'm not worried about defense, bro. I think Quickley is your point guard. I think Quickley is your point guard, bro. I think Quickley is that dude. I think you'll see a transition into that this season. Him playing with Derrick Rose on that second unit means you'll have two combo guards now coming off the bench. Because we just assume that Derrick Rose is a point guard. But you watch Derrick Rose play in New York those last handful of games. Derrick Rose ain't no point guard, bro. Derrick Rose is an off the bench scorer.
He's a lead guard.
He
could play off ball. He could play two guard.
He wouldn't mind playing. Actually, he wouldn't mind playing. In fact, if you watch him with Randle, he defers to Randle as the ball handler.
Bro, I'm telling you,
he chucks him the ball.
Yeah,
on the rebound.
Right. I'm telling you, I watched Derrick Rose, bro, and the last few games in New York and in the playoffs, and my guy was not interested in getting others involved unless the defense forced the ball out of his hands.
Because nobody had it. Nobody had it. So he had to turn into that. He had to took that mode on.
I understand where you're coming from, but hear me out on it.
He wasn't playing like that all season.
Well, I mean, Detroit didn't have a Randle or an RJ.
I mean, with us, he wasn't playing like he was playing in the playoffs all season. He wasn't playing like that.
See, what guys don't understand is D Rose, the young D Rose that became the MVP, he used his athletic ability. So he was never really truly a great passer. He was more, honestly, he was Westbrook. So you had to collapse on him, and he knew how to kick. And you already see finishes like this. So some of you guys might be a little too young. He used to get to the rim and could dunk and would bring it down and kick it to somebody. So the big men all be at the rim like this. He'd be dishing it to somebody who come and finish quickly. So
Todd Gibson.
So and Noah was able. Other thing y'all don't know is D Rose operated a lot off the pick because Noah would get the ball at the top. He was a great passer. Taj would set picks on for Rose's man, and Rose would cut back through. He got a lot of stuff going to the bucket. So you guys probably thinking of Kemba bringing it up Rose bringing it up like magic. He never brought the ball up the court like magic. He never brought the ball up the court like Isaiah. He was never that type of point guard.
On the fast break, literally you was just not gonna see him.
Period. Because he was like Flash, bro. Derrick Rose not only was at one point Derrick Rose was the highest jumper, biggest leaper in the league. He was the fastest and the most agile. So he didn't have to do the analytical thinking of a floor general because physically he could just do it better than everybody else. He was like a Ja Morant except with more athleticism. If you can imagine Ja Morant,
and he was stronger. He was stronger.
Right. That's what I'm saying. A Ja Morant, bigger, stronger, faster, bouncier than Ja Morant, bro. Come on.
No, I wouldn't even say Ja Morant because Ja Morant is a little bit more like he's flashier with the passes. I think Ja Morant
is a 6'3" Westbrook. He's a 6'3" Westbrook.
I see a Westbrook comparison more so than a
Ja Morant is more. Y'all remember that point guard from the Phoenix Suns, Kevin Johnson? Y'all remember Kevin Johnson? Remember how if you gave him a sliver of light to the basket, he was gonna dunk on your big man. Yeah. It didn't matter who your big man was, because I remember Kevin Johnson dunking on Pat a couple times in one game.
He was very bouncy.
Yeah. The dunk he did on Olajuwon is timeless, bro. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about Derrick Rose now is when you watch him, once he turned that screen, he know he's not getting all the way to the basket. So he's going to pull up and hit that mid-range jump shot, right? Or throw that floater. His floater in the playoffs was money before he got hurt, right? So, but hey, Hadouken, what's good? Hey, so what I'm going to say to everybody is I think a backcourt of the three-guard rotation off the bench of Burks, Rose, and Quickley are going to give people the business all season. Don't be surprised to see all of them balance out at around 15,
I really
16, 17 points a game between those three.
Burks,
cats are really looking over Burks like he's some chopped liver,
right. Now I'm saying the balance
Burks wasn't out there working last season.
Right. All three of them together are going to give teams the business, bro. That's what I'm saying. And so that's the reason why I predicted the Knicks to win 52 games. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks are going to win 52 games because on those games where cats have knee soreness on a mid-January game where you know what I'm saying, the game is you like, yo, I can have it either way. The Knicks going to come out for your jugular, bro.
And who they playing with? Who they playing with? Noel and Obi? Those three?
Yeah, Noel and Obi, I think.
I just think that we're a fairly deep team, man.
Right.
If the young guys take another step, we're very deep. Right. Because other teams know what they're going to get out of their guys. Only thing the other teams don't know what they're going to get is health. That's the only thing they don't know what they're going to get.
I feel like there are starting fives, there are starting fives that are definitely better than our starting five. not complaining that. But I think like our reserves. I think that there are a few teams with the reserves that we got. Like, I don't know, but I feel like we're gonna mash out a lot of second units.
Exactly, bro.
As long as everybody don't go
like
cold.
If Kemba's leading the first unit, Rose leading the second, like for as long as they healthy or whatever. But like it's kind of, and I hope it is that like Kemba and IQ is playing on the second unit. Like yo, like that's killer for a second unit.
So you say for as long as they're healthy. Let's drop a number.
As long as they're healthy.
The problem I have is I have Rose and Kemba playing a solid 20 healthy games together. 20.
Okay. I'm gonna be feeling more optimistic than that because I think like Rose and I heard this in interview like it's trainers and this, that, and the other, and everybody else setting those minutes restrictions on him, and it's been his goal to show cats that he knows his body and that he's sturdy. So like I don't know, like I see a more mature Rose. I see a Rose that knows how to play within the limits of his body. I see it. I think I see more than I see a sturdier cat there. I don't know about Kemba. I haven't really been able to analyze him play, listen to interviews, this, that, and the other. Yeah, no,
he's definitely gonna have a hard time. Rose is the question mark most. It's definitely Kemba's gonna. I don't know how Kemba thinks he's getting another $100 million contract. I don't believe that he is. I don't believe.
Well, let's see.
Kemba?
Because that human element, you know.
Yeah, but he's pumping. When you're pumping, you're 31 years old. You've been playing basketball for as long as you have, and you're pumping stem cells into your knees. That's truly a sign of arthritis. That's truly the sign of bone on bone. There's no other reason you'd be doing that.
Right.
And that bone on bone doesn't. The only way to replace bone on bone is a knee replacement. He'll probably have one day, sadly. But he had an amazing career. Let's hope he can have, a few more. Definitely one more next year, but it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough.
So
I don't, like cats is doom and gloom in my like.
No, it's just that's his. I mean, that's his.
I ain't calling that. I ain't calling that on the guard. I ain't calling that on the young god. Let me see what he got. Let me see what he got first. I ain't what is it? Pre-bitching. Like, I'm not calling that yet. I'm not calling that for him yet. Let me see. Let him prove to me if he's sturdy first.
Well, you got to be careful with him, Keith. You can't push him to see if he's sturdy. You got to be careful. You got to treat him with kid gloves.
I'm not saying push him. We got enough guard depth and talent on the team that he does not need to play crazy.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Based upon his prognosis, you have to treat him with kid gloves because the playoffs is where we really need him.
Yeah, 20 minutes a night. I'm all right with that. 20 minutes a night.
No back to back.
I think he's gonna miss games this year, but it's not a bad thing. It's not a
bad. We got the depth. You
knew that going in. He was gonna miss games. That's not a surprise.
Right. That's why I'm saying here.
That's what I'm saying. It's not doom and gloom, but you have to put a plan together to manage it, and you got to have a serious conversation about managing this house because his prognosis is his prognosis. That's not wishing the man anything on the man.
But I also don't think that people are making these multi-million-dollar investments without like thinking about those things.
Right.
Well, he got his deal. He got his deal before this all happened. This is
before
his deal.
What? We all know everybody at this point knows his injury history.
He officially signed today. He officially signed today.
Yeah, but what you call is paying him? OKC's paying. We only pay $8 million on. They paying $67 million. We paying.
Yeah, OKC really subsidized OKC subsidized his
We couldn't have Kemba any other
bread to come here. This is why, like, I don't understand. Like, to me, like, that was the G's of G moves. Like,
well, okay, see,
we were to start patting Leon Rose on the back, bro.
No, it's not even about. It's not even
about.
We got to get
OKC. It's not even about patting Leon Rose in the back, though. You got to give the devil his due, man. Like,
no, not with OKC eating 67 million. I got to get at that because, and another reason I got to give OKC they props, and because they traded. He took
a $20 million cut on that. He took a $20 million cut on that buy.
$20 million. He did.
He took a $20 million cut. So like, so
they
paying
40. They paying $47 million. The Knicks paying
wanted to be here. He wanted to be here.
I'm going with that. I'm not going to challenge that.
I ain't trying to pat Leon Rose on the back though, bro.
Because really, he didn't have to do nothing but sit there and just collect his checks.
Yeah. No, I'm what you call it. I'm staying with that. I got a bonus discussion tonight too, because I really wanted this guy, and it's going to show guys to stop overlooking the Knicks. But Dennis Schroder looking pretty dumb, ain't he?
Yeah.
Yo, Dennis Schroder, man, yo.
He looking like a bird.
Yo. That if that dude ain't the picture of Boo Boo the Fool right now, like, and then come to find out what I'm finding out about like his agent, because I'm like, yo, like, how come I'm not hearing no stories of this agent getting fired? How come this agent ain't getting fired? And then I get the story that, like, yo, like, the agent came to him with the contract, like the $84 million from the Lakers, and he was like, no.
Right.
Schroder. I said, yo,
he hated LeBron that much.
His agent should fire him.
He hated LeBron. That means he hated LeBron. He hated LeBron 70, almost what? 70.
Yo, he must not have. Yeah, he must have really not wanted to be on that team.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is about not liking where you at. You got to find a home. You just can't leave home and not have nowhere to live. I mean,
true.
And where'd he go? I'm drawing blank on where he went.
Boston.
That's not a bad move.
He went to Boston for like $5.9 million, though.
Yeah, but one good season, Boston will break the bank to keep him.
One good season, like he could have an injury. Like, that's yo.
I wouldn't wish that on him.
Oh no! I'm not wishing it, but I'm just saying, like,
he went to the right team. He went to the right team.
You're in a new situation. You're taking the ill pay cut, and you got 1 year to prove it. Like, I don't know, but let's see.
It's big risk, but here's the upside. He went to the city that will break the bank, that got his bird rights, that it don't matter. They will keep him for 4 or 5 years. They've done it before. They gave Kemba that money.
True. All right, we'll see.
We all said Kemba was
I know the Leon Rose Foundation don't make no dumb moves like that.
No, we wouldn't do that. We wouldn't give nobody no 8 for no. I'm all right with that. I'm going to be all right with that. We're going to be discount heaven. So I guess he expects to have, 7 or 8 stars. I guess, he's trying to anti-star. I think that's the only thing we can read about his
not him. Dude, it's not him. Yo, salute, Delano. It's not him. It's Worldwide West, bro. This dude is really the puppet master behind this whole thing. Like, Leon is really the faceplate. It's Worldwide West connections that's really making things happen right now.
Not a lot has happened, though, Keith. I mean, I don't want to make it seem like a lot has happened, but I'll go with your narrative.
Were you even thinking about Kemba? Was any of us thinking about Kemba? I think I heard one cat in my this cat Shank on my Twitter universes.
But
mentioned that mention him.
You're getting the Kemba the same way you got Marbury, the same way you got Jason Kidd, the same way you're not.
How wait? We didn't get him the same way we got Marbury.
Yep, you're getting old guys. They're not in their prime. You're not gonna get there.
But this is a discount. This is a discount. Okay, cool. We like $8 million is still way less than what this version of him is worth.
He's getting less than half of what 40 years.
Oh no, he's getting his full wop because
no, he's getting half of what 40 years making. That's it.
Hey, G.I., I left you a message in the private chat. Can you see it?
Yeah. Read that. But yeah, I just think that stop what, Anthony? Stop what? I just think, man, we just gotta we gotta blow up all the narratives. We gotta blow up all the narratives and just kind of like see what's going on the ground as it's going on. And trust it. Like y'all don't. I know it's hard to trust. I know it's hard to trust, especially as Knicks fans. Like like we've been kicked in the teeth so many times.
Right. So you want me to say, not look out for my teeth this time?
No. Always guard your grill. Guard your grill.
Right.
Definitely guard your grill. But I'm just saying, like this. It may not be coming like we normally, like you think that we normally get it.
Right.
I think this pot is bubbling. I think it's only the beginning. Yo, why are people on this whole like Karl Anthony Towns joint? I want to know, like, what's the average age of cats in the chat? Like, how many of y'all seen Charles Smith in the playoffs? That's what I want to know. I want to know how many of y'all seen big for nothing Charles Smith in the playoffs, fumbling Ruski our whole chances at the finals. Why do y'all want Karl Anthony Towns? He's just a rebirth of Charles Smith, man. Y'all asking for a Charles Smith moment. Why?
Wow.
Why?
Check 1 2. I'm better now.
Say it again.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Why?
Yeah, you popping a little bit, bro. You got some headphones.
I got.
Canal. Is that his name? Canal. Charles Smith.
He
was bitching in yesterday's game. Charles Smith is just. All I'm saying is that Karl Anthony Towns is soft, butter soft, and it'll show up at the worst time. And this is not the place for that.
Did he call Karl Anthony Towns soft?
I don't get that, Hadouken.
Did he call Karl Anthony Towns soft?
What?
I just don't know how a dude that's 23 and 12, 40% from three, you know what I'm saying? The dude get you 12, 13 rebounds a game. He punched Joel Embiid in the mouth, and we calling him soft, bro.
He punched Joel Embiid in the mouth.
Yes, in the teeth. Remember how we had it? Joel Embiid was soft, and then he got
Embiid is kind of soft himself, though.
Yeah.
Like they're just not making cats like they used to, I think.
Speaking of which, now they're not making cats like they used to.
That cat is real, yeah, he's real soft.
So speaking to that point, man, shout out to Knicks Freestyle.
I know
Shout out to the
Freezy
pod
love
couple.
Carl Anthony Towns.
Hey, they don't make real ones like Free Keith no more, bro. I'm telling
No,
you. Free Keith, hey, that's the reason
they
why
do.
we do Knicks Freestyle, right? Because you ain't gonna get these points nowhere else. These ain't made up phony points. This is real dudes talking real stuff. And that's the reason why I felt obligated to put the both of them together. You know what I'm
Carl
saying?
Anthony Towns is real good, but he's good for nothing.
Come on, bro. Come on,
Yo,
man.
Come on, man. Don't come on, man. Mean nothing. Like, he's been playing with dope squads. Like, it's not like he's been playing with trash dudes around him. He couldn't propel his team. His team needs to be like full of like 4 or 5 all-stars, probably for him to even get to the playoffs. What's your man doing out there with his empty stats? The poster child. The poster child for empty stats. The two cats that helped him get to the playoffs, Tibbs and Rose, they over here now getting us to the playoffs. And what's going on over there? They not getting to the playoffs. What? I don't even understand. Carl Anthony Towns is like,
bro,
it's like
you can't compare.
It's like a cape he wearing with like a big S for like super soft.
Nah, bro, you can't compare 125 and Fulton Street, bro. You can't compare 125 and Fulton Street, bro. I'm just saying. I'm just saying Fulton Street should never be in a comparison with nobody. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Minnesota, bro, Minnesota is the worst franchise in sports. Not in the NBA, in sports, bro.
That's funny because like we've been getting that flack for the last 20 years. We've been getting the flack for the last 20 years, but they the worst ones?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. Wacko Knicks Fanatic said you can't call a big who averaging 14 rebounds soft.
Where do those 14 rebounds lead to, man? He watching the games with us by the playoff times. He watching it on his couch like we watching it with his 14 rebounds. It don't matter much. He don't elevate nobody around him. He's not it.
Okay. So you mean he's a finesse player, or if he's got a soft personality?
Dude, like some people like if we was playing pickup, I'm definitely picking him. Our life on the line, we got to win this game. It's thugs we playing against. I'm not picking them.
Man, I like playing with thugs though, because that
Me
inner
too,
something,
but it's a different.
inner something come out. That inner dog come. You know what I'm saying?
I'm playing for money in the hood. I'm not picking them.
Like if somebody touched me, somebody getting hurt. so I feel you. I feel you. I understand what you're saying.
Win a Drew League tournament? Yeah, maybe. I pick him. That's my guy.
Even the coolest said Cat defense is suspect.
I don't care too much about guys' defense on this coming to this team because like the team concept of defense is going to win out over here. It just is. That's who Tibbs is. That's the one thing that I can guarantee you, that the team is going to have some sort of defensive concept that, like, even in the playoffs where we sucked, it was on offense. We still kept the Hawks to the lowest scoring of the season and of the playoffs. Like, our defense wasn't the problem. It was our offense. Like, I trust the defense to be defensively good with whoever, just because like Tibbs is at the helm and he's going to organize the defense in such a way as to like good team defense. I don't think that we will have a problem with somebody.
Part of the team defense though is playing slow offense.
Okay.
Just saying.
Happy birthday, Kevin Knox.
Oh, Kevin Knox. I hope he's shooting 1,000 jumpers today.
Yeah. I hope we don't consider Kevin Knox soft like Carl Anthony Towns. Right?
No, he's not. Kevin Knox to me has shown like apathy. That's different than being soft.
I could go with
he
that.
just don't care. I wouldn't call him soft. I don't think he a punk. I think he just don't care.
Yeah,
You have a motive.
yeah. That deference
I
is
think
like
Cat cares. I think Karl Anthony Towns cares, but like, flight or fight is built in you.
right. I get what you're saying. You like so Kevin Knox. Do you want banana pudding or win this game tonight against the Sixers? Well, how much banana pudding am I getting? That's what it seems feels like to me at times, right? Like there's no doubt that he cares, but how much does he care, right? Like how much does Uncle Freezy care about Blorange Tears enough to work a full-time job, run a business, and be on here answering text messages and doing stuff behind the scenes every day?
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? How much does Free Keith care about Knicks Freestyle? Too much. You know what I'm saying? Too much. You know what I'm saying? How much GI care about Blorange Tears? Too much. You know what I'm saying? My man, like, yo, I'm there anytime you need me. You know?
Yo, check me out tomorrow. Yo, check me out tomorrow as I sit in and I may be auditioning to replace Kev and his seat over there too.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Pause for the course real quick. If you ain't do it already, hit that like button. It's right down there to your right or left. And also hit the subscribe and hit the little alert at the top so you know when we up again next. Bing.
Bim.
Bim. Facts. Let me do this real quick. I'm gonna run a joint real quick.
Yep, that was good,
everybody. It's your boy, City for Real. Here. Y'all know what to do, man. If y'all haven't done so already, like, subscribe, and share it to the channel. It's the Blood Orange Tears family, the co-host of the Knicks at Night podcast. Y'all know how I like to do. Get that energy all the way up. Show those orange and blues in the chat. Let's get this thing going for the Knicks at Night podcast. Your boy, City for Real. Peace. Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your guy, City for Real. You know, the co-host of the Knicks at Night podcast. It's your boy. I'm chilling. The Blood Orange Tears family is rocking. Y'all know what to do. Throw those orange and blues in the chat. Y'all know how it is. And maybe I will catch you on the next live. Let's get lit. Get that energy all the way up. Let's go New York Knicks. Holla.
Yo, you want to win your fantasy football league or what? You know what I mean? You ain't tired of finishing in fourth place? You ain't tired of dudes coming to you with whack trade offers and whatever trying to play you? Come on to the Dear Mr. Fantasy Football page. Our page on YouTube. We're gonna do position breakdowns and rankings. We're gonna talk some NFL football too. We're gonna get in depth. We'll do offensive line rankings, defensive line rankings, defensive rankings, all of that stuff, so you'll be prepared to put in your best lineup. Come through. Your man Uncle Freezy will be there. Come through, hang out with your man Uncle Freezy. Share, like, and subscribe later.
Text me the address. Yeah, I won't be there for another 40 minutes. I was gonna say if something, you'll be there before 40 minutes.
G.I. What's good, boss? G.I., you back?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So how do y'all feel about the roster going into the season? I made a prediction earlier that we are gonna definitely win 52 games, 52-30. But if I can't say the C word for the thing that's going around on YouTube, or the YouTube algorithm will strike down my videos, or our videos. But if that happens, then I don't know. But if everybody stays healthy, I think we can do 52-30, be the 4th seed in the East, and make the second round of the playoffs. So what y'all think?
What do I think? Sight unseen. 54 wins. 3rd seed.
Wow, GI, I guess that puts you on a spot.
You on mute or something?
Not necessarily, because the health is a serious concern. I'm going to go 500. A fighting team that's going to lose some close games, and we're going to say if we had him, because you also got to take into effect Mitch's injuries as well. I just, Rose, what you call it? I'm just, just being a bet, man. I'm not going to. I want if everybody stays healthy. Absolutely.
You conservative. You conservative. I could dig
Yeah,
that.
but I got us at 42. And I got us, and you're going to see it's going to be a lot of fights. So it's going to be sub 500 teams in the 8th spot. So I got us at 560. No playing game.
54 wins. Book it.
Bam.
Bam.
Bam. Hey, I say 52. Free Keith say 54. I don't think Tibbs, with this roster, I can't see Tibbs winning less than 50 games if everybody stay healthy. I can see him winning 50 games with injuries with this roster.
Yo, just the beauty of the depth of it all. We got Kemba, Evan, RJ, Randle, Mitch, D Rose, IQ, Obi, whoever, Sims, Noel. I just feel very fortunate. I feel very fortunate. I don't feel any doom and gloom coming into this season. I don't. I think that we are walking into this season with a better team than we walked out of last season with.
I don't feel any doom and gloom, but I have to be realistic. We have two 30-plus-year-old guards. Quickly can only play but so many minutes before he starts to get a tad bit exposed.
Exposed?
Yeah, because if he has to handle the ball too long, then that becomes a problem. You said it earlier. You like him when he doesn't handle.
I think most of his time is going to come at the 2, though.
But that's what I'm saying. With our 30-plus-year-olds, that puts Quickley into handling the ball more often. And they're not the only 2, though. I can't just pick on them. Burks has had a history of being injured, as well as Mitch. So if we stay healthy, we're absolutely going to hit.
And Mitch doesn't have a history of being injured. Absolutely. He had last season.
Last 2 seasons. I don't think he's played a full season. Maybe one. It's for rookie year. It's going to hurt a few years.
Katz is really acting like Mitch is a big injury risk. Like he has not until this. He hasn't been derailed this long with anything. And didn't somebody step on his foot?
Yes. And then the other dude, Mitch got tangled up with, and the dude, Robin Lopez, messed around, did something stupid and broke Mitch's hand. But let me ask y'all something real quick, and I don't want y'all to get offended by this, right? But I'm gonna ask y'all because I know y'all straight up dudes, right? Are you afraid of facing the Atlanta Hawks in the playoffs again? I know some people are scared of the Hawks, right? Some people are scared of the Hawks. They have Trae Young. They have wing players out the wazoo, and they have all the things that the Knicks don't have, and they feel like the Hawks are a bad matchup for us. Would y'all be afraid to face the Hawks in the playoffs with your season on the line? I guess is the best way to put it.
No, because after we beat them during the season like we normally do, we will have learned from last playoffs, and Randle will actually have capable players to dish the rock to. I think we are going to see a different product of us versus the Hawks this year. I would portend if we had Kemba and Evan this year, that playoff series would have went differently.
Right.
Because you couldn't have expended the amount of manpower guarding only Randle.
Right. Right. Okay.
I'm not afraid to play anyone in the play, especially in our second seat, especially in our second year going in, where expectations are still going to be reasonably low, realistically low, I should say. And I still don't see us getting past, the first round,
You don't see
unless
us
we're
getting past the first round?
no, unless we're super healthy. Unless we're super healthy. Because 6 seed, we're going to end up in a number 3 seed. So we're going to play. If we could get past the first round, then we could win an NBA championship. And I'm absolutely not prepared to say that this is an NBA championship caliber game.
So
Yeah,
it's either first round or we're championship quality material. That's what you're saying.
unfortunately, the way the East is stacked, yes.
That
Yeah.
makes zero sense though. Like
How?
I
Nah,
can see us getting
I get
I
what
can
you, I
see us
get what you're
getting
saying.
knocked in the second. Like the talent that we got, like I can see us going to the second. That's
The top four, what I'm saying,
I don't see us locked into the first round with these cats. I just don't. I don't. I do not.
what do you mean? I don't know what you mean.
I don't see us just locked into like having a first round exit with these guys.
Keith, the reality of the matter is everything being healthy on paper. We're talking on paper, right? So everything being healthy on paper. Look at the um, Milwaukee Bucks. They're the defending champions. You got to give them the odds to win the championship. They're a championship caliber team. Look at
Yeah,
the
but
Miami.
nobody's giving them odds. It's the odds are going to the Lakers and the Nets.
They're getting high. I bet you their odds are
I mean, not that they're not getting high odds, but they don't have the highest odds.
All I'm saying is for the East, they should have the highest odds. The West teams probably have
They
high
don't.
odds.
The Nets have a higher.
What am I thinking? What am I thinking? I forgot about the Nets. All
The
things on
Nets have
paper.
a higher
Sorry, the
odds.
Nets. I apologize. The Nets, the Bucks, the Sixers, the Miami Heat got incredibly better, and they have caliber of winning. So that's 4 teams right there. So
Yeah, the Heat about to be dangerous.
you would have to beat one of those 4 teams in the first round. If you beat one of those 4 teams in the first round, I'm absolutely saying we could beat anybody. So I'm realistically saying in year 2, we're not expected to be a championship caliber team. We still have building and growing to go. We got young players we love, and our roster is still, we still going into stuff with Burks. Burks is not. We like him for what he brings, but we're not ready. We're not ready to win no champ. We're ready for Burks to get out the way for other guys to come along, McBride and Grimes and
But
those
while
other
you
guys.
waiting for Burks to get out the way, he's getting busy.
I get it, but he's still not a game-changing caliber player. If he was all that, we would won a lot more games. A lot of games that Burks didn't look good. I'm expecting to play.
Your team ain't gonna be made of like 15 all-pro game changers.
Yeah, other teams.
The solid role players that you have, which are hopefully the majority of your team, you have to look out for. Like he's a solid role player for the role that he plays.
On night in, night out, absolutely. Keeper, we're talking about going 7 games in a row against one of those top 4 teams. The likelihood is we're not going to beat them.
But your role players matter in those scenarios. Your role players,
not when every night you got those 3 guys in Brooklyn getting 20 each. You're gonna need more than just role players. You're gonna need some stars.
Well, in that scenario, like understand, like, wait, didn't we beat them?
We've never played Brooklyn with all 3 of those guys. They barely played together with all 3 of those guys.
So, wasn't what you okay? Oh yeah, one of them was down when we played them. Okay.
I still don't think we beat them.
Yeah, we beat them.
One time they beat us with none of the guys. And KD. KD and some pickup.
I remember that. But KD's the best player in the world, so I can't.
Absolutely is. Absolutely is. There's no question to that.
But I ain't gonna just concede to being like, oh, you're gonna beat me. Like, nah, you're gonna have to you're gonna have to do it for me to like.
But why not be realistic? Why set expectations for these?
I said, like, because winning and losing it's because it's very realistic that I win. That's why. It's realistic. Like, it's not a fantasy that I can win. So if it's not a fantasy that I can win, then I can win.
No, remember, Keith, we started out saying on paper, all thing injuries, because if injuries happen, you absolutely can win.
Oh, I'm not even talking about injuries. I'm talking about all three of them fully healthy. I feel like we could still beat them.
In a 7 series, you might could beat them one night, Keith. You can't beat them 7-7 games. So you can. Well, then, Keith, how come more teams have?
Because it's just them. It's
How can
just
we
them.
It's
just them, bro.
No,
them cats wear down. It's just them. They don't even have enough money to get any quality other people. It's just them.
No. What I'm saying is, I forget the Nets. You're suggesting what the Knicks can do. Forget what the Nets can do.
Yeah.
You're talking about what this Knicks team can do. And if what you say is true and you really, really, really believe it, how come we only talk about one Pistons team? How come we only talk about really just one Pistons team? The NBA has
had. I'm not a Pistons fan. So the only Pistons team that matters to me is the one that won.
Pistons team winning a championship without superstars, without any superstar, without having one of the best players in the NBA on it.
But see,
so you're saying we could be the Pistons. That's what you're saying.
Or we could have stars. Like, I feel like there's no reason in the world why Randle can't take another, even if it's a small step.
I agree with you.
I don't see any way.
I agree with you.
Huh?
I agree with you. I agree with you.
I don't see any reason why he can't take another step towards stardom. I don't see a reason why.
Let's agree he is going to take another step. Do you see how he works out?
Oh, he's already proven to me that his workout videos are actually something that he brings to the court, unlike many people with their workout videos. You know what I'm saying? So, like, now because he's proven it to me, when I see his workout videos, I get excited because I know that the result is going to be seen on the court, because obviously this is what he does.
Right. But the question
I expect, especially with the cast of characters he now has around him, I expect him to comfortably take another step forward.
I know he's going to take another step. But that's still...
But you know who's coming along with him? I think RJ is coming along with him. I think RJ is going to... And I think the reason being is, again, being surrounded by upper graded talent. That starting line now is going to force everybody who is not, like, everybody's going to have to be up to a certain level to play now together in that starting line. The problem is what you're
saying, Keith. History is not on your side. Just the way RJ's career. Right now, RJ is not a max player in the NBA. We agree with that. He has too many flaws. He's not a max player. So you're talking about him going from not a max player in his class to able to be a 2 or 3 that can win us an NBA championship. It's just never been.
He's got years to go. And just because something's never been done doesn't mean it can't be done. Like, is it a physical impossibility? Is it something you're saying physically is impossible?
Well, you keep taking these takes, and then later you'll just say, well, look, I just want to have, you know what I mean? I just want to show love to my man. It's not.
I'm not showing love to my. Okay, I agree with you. All right, I'm not saying it. I'm not. I predicted 37 wins last season. Cats told me that was a stretch. At the beginning of the season, I said 37 wins. And they was like, "You crazy? Vegas have us at 22 wins. You bugging out. Like, 37 wins." Here we walked away from it 41 wins.
Yeah, but
did my guy say?
Yeah, but Keith, do you hear what you're saying?
All I'm saying is we are. The things that I'm betting on aren't the things that you're betting on. I know that already for a fact, because I look at certain things.
Yeah, but
We've kept the continuity. We've kept the continuity, which means we are building on the chemistry that was already looking solid through last season. And I say through last season because this team came together. Tibbs brought this team together during the season. There was no real off season. This team was brought together during this season, and they did a hell of a job, in my opinion, with no off season. I know everybody else had no off season as well, but I feel like we did better with our season in terms of like team cohesion and how we started to actually play as a team. Now, most of that team is still here. The good parts, I should say, the better parts of that team is still here. We've upgraded the parts that we had to shed. Now, with a full off season, I am willing to bet that we hit the ground running, and I feel like we'll see it from preseason.
Yeah, but the
Bro,
problem is,
I feel you, bro. But to say RJ Barrett is not a max player, to me, I think that's a very raw take, bro.
hold on.
I mean, it's a raw take because it's not.
Hold on.
He's
Hold
not in line for a match yet. That's all pie in the sky. I think he's not a match player right now.
All the discussion, you grab that, but I'm gonna let it go. But Keith, you said you made it seem like you went from I thought we was gonna win 37 games and we won 41, which is 5 or 6 more games. To saying look how you know what I mean good the projection is. To this is a championship team from 41 wins.
I didn't say this is a championship. See, you putting words in my mouth. I didn't say
No,
this is a championship.
I've been saying 3 times. I said, "Are you saying this is a championship caliber team?" And you said yes.
Right,
That's a championship caliber.
Somebody also said that if the Knicks get past the first round, they could potentially win a championship. We talked about that like 15 minutes ago.
Yes, because if you beat one of the top 4 teams, then I would expect you to beat anybody. Healthy?
See, because you don't expect us to be one of the top 4 teams, and I do.
I see your position.
That's what I'm saying. We having a totally different discussion. We're seeing this whole thing differently. I don't see it how you see it. Like, we're going to be playing a lower seed, and we're going to beat them. That's how I see it. That's why it's preposterous for me that we can't win the first round.
Got it. I got it. Well, I just let it play out.
I don't got it, bro.
RJ
is a max player.
Yes,
I don't know how RJ.
We lost to the 5th seed last season, but that 5th seed went all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals.
I'm with you. I understand your position now. We were arguing from different points. I'm with you. We'll just have to let it play out to see what happens, who gets closer to whose projection, and then we could go from there. But bro, I just don't know how RJ, who you can argue whether he should have been all rookie or not, but it was a tad bit rough. But unfortunately, the Knicks organization was a mess, and he went into a mess. So, in fairness to him, how he went to another team. Yeah, but it still was a mess. Either way,
it was a shortened Corona season, and then he comes into a better season in a better situation.
Either way, first of all, we knew at number 3, unlike this draft, which all of a sudden got deep, and it looks deep, we knew there was a big drop-off between John Morant, Zion Williams, to RJ Barrett. Like, that was the draft. That was the draft. So to already say he's at number 3 and put him in rare air, I'm just saying, if RJ is going to get a max, he's going to prove it this year. He hasn't proved it to date. Just improving his 3-point percentage and getting his free throws up a few ticks. He still cannot. He still only shoots 32% around the rim. And I don't know how you finish at 32% and call yourself a max player. You can't.
Hey, you know what? I just happen to have data. Anybody interested in some data? Some numbers?
Let's hear some data.
I'm gonna show and prove instead of show and tell. Right? I'm gonna show and prove. Just bear with me for just a moment. So we should see it coming up here. Did I free? Oh, here it is, right here. And RJ Barrett. Hey, would you consider Bradley Beal a max player? What about Zach LaVine? What about Devin Booker? Would y'all consider them max players? What about De'Aaron Fox? Is De'Aaron Fox a max player?
Yep.
Look at RJ Barrett's numbers in their age 19 season. RJ Barrett put up better numbers across the board, right? Compared to those compared to those other 4 max player guys, right?
Freezy,
Right.
that's my point in the discussion about RJ Barrett. I'm like, yes, you might not think he's a max player right now. Like, yes, if he was to, if it was needed to be offered a max to him right now, he may not get a max. But that dude is shaping up to be a max player for when the time for max is to happen.
Right. And but my point though is would you consider Kawhi Leonard, Paul George max players, right? In their age 20 season, RJ Barrett's numbers are better than theirs in their age 20 season, right? And we would say that Kawhi Leonard and Paul George are no doubt max players, right? No doubt in their age 20 season. I mean, look, Paul George averaged 7.8 points a game in his age 20 season. RJ Barrett averaged 17.6. And for those that say, well, you know what? Paul George wasn't the number 1 option. Paul George played behind Danny Granger, David West. What's the point guard name?
I have no problems with Paul. I have no problems at all with RJ. Like Randle, I feel like he's going nowhere. He is on the Knicks for the long haul.
Right. He is a max player if you go by the base of what is a max player question, right? You want to see overall improvement from year 1 through max eligibility year. You want to see a diversified role, like can he do multiple things and can he complement others and make others on his team better? And if you go by what I just showed you in those 2 seasons, because that's all we have to compare by, RJ Barrett's first 2 seasons compared to Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Devin Booker, Zach LaVine, Bradley Beal, De'Aaron Fox, and Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero started out on that path to be a max player and then fell off last year. RJ Barrett started off on that path and improved.
That's not, dude. I can show you 50 other players with the same type of stats. That's not going to prove that RJ is going to project to be a max player. He's not in the same situation as those guys. He's not playing the same roles. That is not a parallel predictable stat comparing RJ. So we got to compare RJ to RJ. And RJ has to finish around the rim. If he finishes around the rim, was his 61%? That was year 1. We got a major storm where I am. Lightning everywhere. That's why I'm having problems.
Yeah, be safe, bro.
Be safe, man.
Was that 61%? Was that was year 1, right?
Yeah, that was year 1. Free throws. That was free throws year 1.
Right. What was they last year?
73. He improved by 12%.
His 3-point shooting is at 40%.
Yep.
40.1.
40%.
Unreal. It's unreal. It's not his 3-point. He has to finish around the rim, and he's going to make himself a max player. He's not far, but for whatever reason, it's his athleticism why he can't finish around the rim, and that's the scary part. It's not like he's just blown. He's way above everybody. He's trying to bully with this 1-2 euro, and he gets there, and it's nothing there. He's taking some.
But for every Zach LaVine, there's a Paul Pierce, bro. For every Zach LaVine, there's a Paul Pierce, and if to be honest with you, I would prefer Paul Pierce's career over Zach LaVine.
I love you to death. I don't know why you're bringing up these other players who are much more athletic, whose problem was never finishing around the rim. The players you're bringing up never had a problem with athleticism and getting to the bucket and finish.
Hadouken. I'm not concerned at all with. I think whatever holes that need to get worked on are getting worked on right now.
Right. Yeah, and then part of that too part of RJ finishing at the rim, bro. It only had nothing to do with RJ, and we had this discussion during the season.
Nah, okay, I'm not going to defend RJ like that though. Nah,
yeah,
I'm like, Where's he about to
Had
go?
nothing to,
RJ
the
is
ball in your
absolutely
hand and you can't make it to the rim, like it's
he
your fault.
absolutely made decisions. He's gonna pick up his dribble and go to the hole, and there was
Yeah.
nothing there. I don't know how you're putting that on anybody else.
I'm putting it on floor spacing.
Oh, and see, here we go back around to the floor spacing. And this is why I feel like Quickley's impact is going to be so great and well felt, along with the other developing shooters on the team. That floor stretching is actually going to be the star of this year's performance. Watch.
And I think that's why Tibbs wanted the shooting, and Freezy's right there. So let's see. But he absolutely. Here's the other thing, though. Some of these other athletic guys don't need as much space to finish. So we're already saying that RJ has some deficiencies, and max players don't have many deficiencies that have to do with athleticism. That's all I'm saying.
Yo, Luka ain't no athlete. Like, Luka ain't athletic.
At
But that,
all, right?
but tell me he not worth every penny of that $214 million he
No,
just
but
got.
y'all really gonna compare, and y'all we and,
I'm just
and
your
guess what?
statement. Your
And
statement
guess
is.
what?
I'm just
And
going
guess
at your
what?
statement, gangster.
Yeah,
I'm just
but I'm
going at
and I'm
your
and, I,
statement.
and I'm just gonna think about absolutely Luka's 2 times more athletic than RJ because he can dribble better than him and he can shoot better than him. He uses his
That's
side.
not.
And
But see,
that's athleticism. That's athleticism. Dribbling the ball is athleticism. Absolutely.
okay, all right.
I understand what you're saying about the athleticism and dexterity, but I'm not ready to say Luka Doncic is more athletic than anybody.
Yeah, dude.
Personally, I think I'm more
You're playing
athletic
some
than
real old
Luka.
man basketball. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Know what I'm telling you guys? I'm telling you guys why RJ is witty, why RJ is tough as hell. And on defense, it doesn't hurt him on defense. I'm telling you, some of RJ's lack of athleticism is his problem. And last year, guys agreed with me, and they said that he got this special guy he works out with. Chris, is that Chris Brinkley? Is that him? Is he working with him? I don't know who he's working with.
That's what I heard.
All I'm saying is, guys, I ain't trying to be funny. I'm a decent athlete. The NCAA told me so, and I just never seen anyone get more athletic. Never get more twitch muscle. That's the one thing all athletic trainers say. You can't train fast twitch muscle. You can't. Fast twitch muscle. Excuse me.
Yeah, hey, you have to be born with that. Like if your mama ran track when she was in high school, and you ran track when you was in high school, you know what I'm saying? You fast. A lot of times you got that from genetics. You know what I'm saying? That's genetics. Like your granddaddy was fast, your mama was fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's the same thing with strength too. You know what I'm saying? With long muscle fiber. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, if your granddaddy name was John Henry and everybody around the way call, you know what I'm saying, your daddy Pops, you know what I'm saying? Because he could change a tire in 8 minutes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then you come along, you more than likely gonna be, you know what I'm saying, John Henry than running track. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is I don't think you have to be Sean Kemp or Michael Jordan just to be like the max player. Like you know, the shooting guard comparison of say a Paul Pierce to Zach LaVine or a wing player, Paul Pierce to Zach LaVine, I think it's fair in this argument because Paul Pierce had a long and illustrious career and is a Hall of Famer, and he was probably the worst athlete that you ever saw in your life. Whereas Zach LaVine is probably one of the best athletes you've ever seen, but he never won nothing. You know,
Zach LaVine only been in the NBA a couple of years.
7.
A couple years.
7.
Oh, even in 7 years.
Yeah.
A couple.
Yeah, Zach LaVine is 26, bro. He's been in since he was 19.
Like he's a solid veteran.
Yeah.
Neither has Julius Randle. People say that about Julius Randle, and we don't like that. So I don't just like to disparage other guys like that. So he came in the league with Julius then. And we're not talking down on Julius. I just think we got to be careful what we say about other players if it can apply to ours. And I don't know why we keep talking about other guys.
Nothing. Eric, 7 is not nothing. The average NBA player's career is less than 4 seasons, brother.
Yeah, no, 7 is a long time.
7 is a long time. Y'all accustomed to seeing the cats that y'all see on TV. For all these dudes y'all see on TV, there's the cats who y'all never see, who don't come off the bench, and them cats is gone in the blink of an eye.
Right.
Which is why
you're Tony Douglas's.
Which is why Kevin Knox is getting very
Frank Ntilikina's.
Right.
Kevin Knox.
Knox is still on the team. He's still here. He's still shooting. He made it.
Yeah, I get it, but this is his last one. This is his last one. And only because he got drafted a year after Ntilikina. That's why he's still here.
I just want to see. I want to see. To me, this offseason, I do not mind Knox being here because I think this offseason, to me, in my opinion, is going to weigh a lot. Like I want to see. I want to see Mitch. I want to see Knox, and I want to see Obi after this offseason. And I think I'm gonna like what I see is what I feel.
If Knox steps up, Knox is the wild card. If Knox steps up,
Knox got the goods to be the best player on the team.
If he steps up, you win in 50 games easy. He absolutely should be the best player on the team. Absolutely should be. But my only thing back to
his whole
Paul.
He should be the best player on the team.
So I just want to wrap up my RJ thing because I don't want to bash him. That's my second favorite player on the team, probably third favorite player on the team. But
not even one of my favorites.
Yeah, I'm going Randle.
You got him down there with Robin Lopez?
No, I'm going Randle, Quickley, and RJ. Those are my guys. But I just want to see how he's going to counter his lack of athleticism. That's what I'm going to be looking for this season.
I'm going to be looking for W's. That's what I'm going to be looking for. Because to me, team sports are a tale of results.
Right. Now I feel you. I feel y'all. So just want to introduce one thing because we got like about 10 minutes left. So just want to introduce one thing to y'all, and I know I'm basically opening Pandora's box, but I couldn't wait to hear y'all talk about it. Is Tom Thibodeau, in y'all opinion, gonna open up the offense this year so that he can get the very most out of his weapons, Kemba Walker, Evan Fournier, and RJ Barrett? Will he be able to run a modern offense now that he has weapons to do it?
He got no choice. He's got zero choice. How else are you going to play those cats together?
I believe he's going to let Kemba bring it up. I'm just curious as to how fast when Kemba's in the game with Randle. I'm very nervous to see how quick Tibbs let that ball go from Kemba to Randle's hand because I love Randle. But as soon as he gets the ball, if he comes off as a second ball handler, he's going to immediately look to get into his triple threat and get the going. And that slows up the movement a tad bit because guys not going to keep moving while a guy is looking to get into his thing because they don't want to be getting away. They want to see what's going on. Mm-hmm. So I'm just wondering how it keeps flowing. If he lets the ball stay in Kemba's hands, I'm just wondering how much Randle will move without the ball because Randle moving without the ball with his speed will be a good look. So I'm just curious.
Fournier is going to be a spot-up shooter. I see either Randle. I see the ball handling going back and forth between Randle and Kemba.
Yeah, and then the second thing,
and I'm not mad at that.
I see Obi getting more minutes this year. I see Randle playing Nowhere
Slightly
near,
less.
nowhere near 40. I'm hoping 32 a night, which would be a real good
That's
number.
near 40 though.
No, he was playing over 35, Keith.
No, I'm saying, but 32 is still near 40. Like,
Well,
it's not like.
this is Tibbs, bro. This is Tibbs, so I'm trying to.
Right, right. Bro, I get what you see. I get what both of y'all are saying because it's not so playing Chris Middleton playing 37 a night is not the same as Julius Randle playing 35 a night, bro.
No,
You know what I'm saying? Because Julius Randle is doing everything in those 35 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And when you
And that's another thing that I think that the average Knicks fan is not respecting, like how much of everything that dude was doing on the court.
Right.
For 40 minutes a night.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So his value to us should increase because of the things that he would do. You know what I'm saying? It's like when Mom Dukes is in the like Thanksgiving dinner come and you're like, wow, this dinner is delicious. You have no idea what it took for her to have that dinner come off like that. You know what I'm saying? All the preparation she did.
Yo, Randle took the ill pay cut. Yo, like I'm just thinking about it right now.
And what I'm going to pay attention to for Randle is more efficiency and watching his plus minus. And so that means because his plus minus was just about even.
I don't really like that whole plus minus calculation because it's too dependent on the other guys that you're playing with.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And that's my point. If we can have a good second team and Randle not have to go, Randle had to play a lot of bum minutes last year. He had to play a lot of bum minutes. And if we could take those bum minutes.
But our second team was pretty good. We was killing second units.
No.
Hey, but you know what though? I just interject real quick. You know what will help Randle? If every offensive possession, we didn't have to squeeze blood out of a stone every possession with Randle. If we can run a pick and roll, think about this. If we can run a pick and roll type play with Fournier and RJ Barrett and get Julius Randle and alley-oop at the basket, that is one shot that he doesn't have to pound the ball, face the double team, get the physical contact, and hope the shot go in. You know what I'm saying? If we could start getting Julius Randle easy baskets, easy shots, bro, the sky's the limit for this offense. And so when people are saying like Fournier and RJ doing a pick and roll, bro, you don't need a big and a small to do pick and roll, bro. You need a good ball handler with vision and a decent screen setter. You know what I'm saying? John Stockton used to set screens for the Utah Jazz.
Yo, pick and roll with I see beautiful pick and rolls happening with Sims.
Right. I'm telling you, I think this team can win 50 games easy, and if we can keep the players healthy, especially Randle, because if Randle gets hurt, bro.
Kemba Randle pick and roll.
Yes.
Because they're both dangerous. Man, that's a nice
Kemba Randle.
And you can't trap it because now you got RJ Barrett and Evan Fournier to balance the floor. You can't trap it
because you can't leave them cats.
Right. You can't leave another dude
you
on the
leave
floor.
Fournier, you know you're giving up a three.
You know you're gonna pay. Bam.
You're paying for that.
Right. Hey, so bro, John, want to say something to the people as we wrap up?
Man, I'm sorry, my phone. Go ahead. I love it.
I just want to say, salute to RJ Hadouken. I said that before Randle, that RJ was my favorite before Randle signed his re-up. Once he signed that re-up, that he bought my heart. He bought me over. And I got to cheer for Young Quick. RJ will be fine. But shout out to RJ, man. I believe in him next year. More importantly, I believe in his defense. And I'm happy to get excited about the Knicks, man. But it's gonna be one game at a time. I got us at 42 wins. God bless.
Yeah,
right, so I'm gonna say something real quick, and I'll let Free Keith wrap up. This is Free Keith, baby, y'all. Hey, and so for those out there, man, this has been Free Keith idea since day one. Free Keith was like, yo, we're gonna do it this way. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, all the credit go to Free Keith and to GI for putting on a dope joint. Man, I look so forward to this right here, because this right here is so different, right? It ain't that pie in the sky, everybody get cotton candy on orange slices and a participation trophy. This is like, bring your point to the table, and if it's whack, we getting Matumbo swatted out of here. You know what I'm saying? Don't bring soft stuff to the table. If you're a Knicks fan, yo, and you legit just want to hear fluff, this might not be the joint for you. But if you come into the hole strong with your opinions, hey man, this right here is home base. So shout out to Free Keith for having a dope idea and hand-picking GI to co-pilot. That was dope. That was dope, bro. That was dope. I'm mad excited for this joint. And Free Keith, listen, right now you got 128 views watching you, bro. 128 people watching, and others that
that's
do the
it?
same thing.
Y'all ain't call y'all friends?
Nah, man. Usually, like I mean, I done seen some joints in this time slot they getting 40 views. So for you to be at 126,
I don't care about them.
People love
it. I don't comp with serfs.
As the co-host, I just want to tell everybody we appreciate them. He's feeling himself tonight. He's feeling himself tonight.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So you want to say something to get us out of here, Free Keith?
Man, yo, look. I want y'all to look into my eyes real quick.
Oh, shoot.
Looking in my eyes. Look, we ain't taking none of y'all negative Nancy's. None of y'all, we still rebuilding, play the kids as Knicks fans this year. We not doing it. It's no longer a daycare. Get over it. Frank is gone. Let's tear down the church. It's time. It's time. Believe in it. It's real basketball about to go on. Real basketball.
That's 2 $5 fines, 2 shows in a row, by the way.
Hey, yeah, man. So, hey, yo, thank you everybody for.
Don't worry about
through.
that. Randle gonna pay for it.
Bim. So, hey, so thank you everybody for coming through. Thank you for watching Knicks Freestyle. Be on the same time next week, Wednesday 30. Make sure y'all tell y'all friends, subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, turn the notification bell on. Anytime we go live, you'll be alerted, and we'll holler at y'all in the street.
And hit me at Free Keith on social medias. You got questions? Let's do it.